Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Monkey Wrench. I'm Kelly, the monkey with the wrench. Today we're going to be working on a project you might be interested in. I bought this truck box off of Facebook Marketplace for $20. I don't drive, you guys know that, so I paid them an extra $5 to bring it to the house. So this cost me $25. And while most people carry tools inside, please subscribe. My truck box has a secret. Different kinds of tools. It's on caster wheels, so it can be dragged across the yard. It can easily be put inside of a truck. It's aluminum, it doesn't weigh anything. I think the box weighs about 12 pounds, and the tools inside probably weigh a combined about 50 pounds. So I can easily get it across the yard, a field, throw it in the back of my buddy's pickup truck, put it in the trunk of the car, whatever the case may be, and the contents inside are protected. So let me show you how this works. So to put the casters on, in this case I already have one hole. I'm just going to mark the other three. Because these are multi-directional, the holes don't have to be perfect. Drill them out. On the inside, I'm going to put my wood. Make sure your wood is larger than the caster itself. I'm going to put my wood in from the inside, so let me open this thing up. It's going to be kind of a pain in the ass. Caster has to go on the outside, and the wood has to go on the inside, and I've got to hold it. Once you get the first one in, the others should be pretty easy. The first screw will actually hold the wood in place for you. Go. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the other three on, which is only going to take a few minutes. I'm about to lose my light. I just got home from work. So let me put on the other three and I'll show you how it rolls. Alright, now that's all four wheels on. I didn't use the 1x4s that I had because they were so dry they split the minute I put the screws in them. So I went ahead and replaced it with blocks of 2x4 on the inside. Bolted them all down or screwed them all down. Now I've got them all. Now let's put it in place. Now the whole point of me putting wheels on this was so that I could get to it easily from inside my office without having to open the back doors all the time. Now they have locks on them, so I can lock two. And when I want to access this from inside of my shop, all I have to do is drag it out. Even though those two are locked, I can still drag it sideways and right into my shop to access my stuff, or I can easily get it out of the back here. So next we're going to prime and paint the inside. and then I'll show you how I'm going to put the cross sections in to hold the rifles and the shotguns. Okay, so I've already fit my rifles in here. I've gone ahead and cut some 2x4s that are the right width for the inside, and I will be taking one screw from the outside of each end once I decide exactly where I want to put them. Now I've measured out my spacers. That's what these marks here are. I'm going to go ahead and drill my holes, but I need to know how deep I want them to go, because I've got 1/4 inch by 6 inch lag bolts here that are going to go right down the center. So I'm going to take a second and I'm going to mark the depth with a Sharpie, how far I want them to go in. And I'm also going to go ahead and put some tape around my drill bit, because if I'm going to go in 2.5 inches, I only want to go in about 2 inches, maybe a little bit less with the drill bit, so that this has some full wood to bite into. But I want to pre-drill it to get rid of some of the wood so I don't split the 2x4. So I'm just going to go ahead and drill out my holes as straight as I can. Now, I'm doing this the easy way. Remember, all the weight for the guns is going to be down. Gravity's going to pull it down. These are just there to keep them from sliding and banging on each other if you have to throw this in the back of your truck, and to help stand them up so that they're not laying on each other. That's all they're for. Now I've got some 1/4 inch hose, clear hose, that goes right over the lag bolt and will go right down to the board. Once I have them installed, I'll know how far to go. And all I'm going to do is drive these down in about 2.5 inches. And they're going to act as my spacers. Let me put the rest of these in real quick. Close enough. What I've got here is a 22 and a full-size shotgun, the Mossberg 500. And all I want to do is double check that it's large enough to go in there. In any position that I need it to go in. This is the pump right here, and the pump even goes in. So we're good. The 22 is going to be smaller. No problem. And even my AR-15, which is the skinnier of them, will go right in there and lay exactly where I want them to go. And if they fall, it's not a big deal. Now the last thing that I want to do on my rack is fit my plastic hose. Just do that, push it down. I'm going to cut it. And there we go. The rubber will protect the gun from rubbing against the metal. If you want to take like a hot torch or a heat gun, this will actually shrink up a bit. If you want to, you can even close it on there, but it's not coming off. Remember, all this is gravity fed or held in place with gravity. This hose cost me 69 cents a foot. I told the guy I wanted 2 feet, which would have been what, $7.14, $1.40. He ended up giving me three feet just so I had enough. I told him what I was doing with it. Told him this was experimental. So he gave me plenty extra for free at my local hardware store. And there you go. Now I'm protected. I was going to go with dowels, but I figured a 3/8 inch dowel rod or even a 1/2 inch dowel, I thought at being 3.5 to 4 inches tall would be a little bit too weak. And if I slammed a gun in there, or if we had this in the back of the truck and we hit a pothole, that it might break the dowel. So I decided to go with these 1/4 inch by 6 inch, which I was able to get for 79 cents a piece. So there you have it. I'm going to make the other one just like it, and I'll show you what it looks like inside the box. Now, I don't know why I miscounted, but I was supposed to have 5 spacers in the middle for 6 guns, and I miscounted and said 4, probably because I only had 5 rifles with me. So I've got to go back to the store and pick up 2 more lag bolts, but that's not a big deal for the moment. Because we're going to take the shotgun and we're going to put it in place. And we're going to take a 22 and we're going to put it in place. Most of these guns have optics on them, which means they're top heavy. And with the ARs having pistol grips, I figured lower and upside down would fit the best. So if you have an optic on there, it's going to be top heavy. It's better to set upside down. Here's one AR-15 with a big optic on the top and the pistol grip. Here's my twin 22. I have 2 of everything. There we go. And here's another AR-15. Which goes in no problem. And I still have enough room here for another shotgun. So this will hold 6 rifles. And the way I measured it, with 2.5 inches between each stand-up, left me 3.5 inches on the outside in case I get a wider gun, or in case my other shotgun, it has a heat shield on the barrel and pistol grip and stuff like that. So I wanted to give just a little bit of extra space on the outside. You can see down here, I still have room for maybe a couple of handgun cases. Underneath, I can put a few other things. Up on the ledge, I can put a few things. The next thing we're going to be doing is spray painting all the inside. I bought some green Rust-Oleum. I'm going to spray paint that down. I'm going to mark exactly where I want my cross sections. I'm going to drill a hole in from the inside, from the outside, and I'm going to screw right into the 2x4s so that they can't move. I'm going to use some nice brushed aluminum type of bolts so they look good on the outside. And it occurs to me, you guys might want to know how easy it is to get it across the bumpy yard. Let me show you. Easy enough, and it is full. It's on wheels. The casters are rated for 600 pounds, I believe. Each of those rifles weighs between 6 and 8 pounds. I can fit ammo in there, extra magazines. There's more stuff I'm going to do to this. I'll make an updated video on this shortly and let you know how I finished it out after it's painted. I'm thinking about putting some rubber on the bottom, some handles on it. I'll let you guys know, but this gives you a basic idea of what you can do with a truck toolbox. Now, the idea behind this is that it fits underneath of my bed in my office, that it has caster wheels on it in case I need to drag it across the field, which again, they were $10. They're rated for 600 pounds, I believe. And I've already moved all this weight with extra weight across the ground. They work wonderfully. And if I need to, I can stick this in a pickup truck. My buddy across the street has a pickup truck, If we got to bug out, this thing fits perfectly right in the back of his truck. Put a strap on it, call it a day. So I hope this gives you guys some ideas on how to make something like this. I'll make a follow-up video to this in a week or two and let you see the finished product. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with the outside yet. Let me know in the comments. I'm thinking about using Rhino liner, which is truck bed liner. I can make it black on the outside. I'm thinking about cleaning it up, shining it up, making it brushed aluminum. Let me know what you guys think. And on the inside, should I put carpet on the sides and rubber on the bottom? The guns never touch it. Or should I just go ahead and paint it? Let me know. Thanks for stopping by. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. It's somewhere between my chin and my balls. And I'll see you soon.